Hello everybody and welcome to another video on X4. Today I'm just going to be talking about the beta that has arrived very recently, and we are now looking at the 7.5 public beta on the flight model update that they have been talking about. So not long after they announced the roadmap, practically about a week later, we've now got the beta running into 2025. Now they want to release this fully in the first quarter of 2025, so I expect the beta to run up until that point, and then hopefully they'll flush out any of the problems. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, and if you haven't already seen that about the roadmap, then please check it out and give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it as well, and same for this video as well if you like this one. This one's just a quick one, just to basically point out some of the changes they've made. Obviously you can get this information yourself from the Steam library and also from the forums as well. Now, as he's mentioned here, for the ambitious transformation, they have partnered with John Pritchard, former senior physics programmer from the Star Citizen dev team. So some credentials there, which is going to be good to see. They have made some significant changes to the ship control and flight pathing. We can see that from the video that Byrne has released just above, and obviously you can check it out yourself if you want to join the beta. Now, I won't be playing the beta currently, as obviously, as many of you may already know, we have a campaign running at the moment, so I don't want to obviously put in any breaking beta stuff in there. So you guys can still enjoy it, but hopefully when it does release we'll get into that, and obviously any of the private betas we'll have a little play with if we get any of them in the future. However, we don't have at the moment. Most of them are public. Now there are some things as well that they have added and changed, and we'll go into the changelog right now. New flight model with corresponding rebalancing of ships, that's the thrusters and stuff like that. The one thing that I was very excited to read, which is the next one, new feature, Boost now has its own energy pool. No longer does Boost take away from your shields, which can be very frustrating when you watch ships boost out of the way to lose shields. They then can't escape and they die. New improved Gravidar display, and they have now added FSR3 and DLSS support, which is fantastic for those of you who require it, or who enjoy it I should say. They've also added some other bits and bobs as well. Added confirmation when aborting missions, adding faction specific text variants for various generic missions, added estimated minimum build cost information to build station mission briefing, added opposing faction information to mission context menu, and added option to start precision defense on stations with administration module and subordinates assigned to defend station. Added option to respond to station distress calls for subordinates assigned to precision defense. Added mining ships assigned to NPC mineral and gas refinery stations. Finally. Added player only sell offers for remaining cargo of orphan build storages. That's the ones where if you lose something and there's still a build storage there, it's basically an orphan build storage, which is good because I've got one in my current save. So obviously we don't get it straight away, but it'd be nice to have that. Added the possibility to reduce station plot sizes if constructing modules allow it, so you can reduce them now. Added the number suffix to station modules to help identify them in map and elevator travel destination list. Added warning when building production modules that produce illegal wares. Added order icon for station trade subordinates that have manually defined ware lists. Added the orphan build storage to account management sections in players information menu, so you can see where they are and you can get them, and you can obviously get them traded out into places that actually require them rather than a destroyed station. Added limited ship statistics view in ship configuration menus. Added new entries to ship loadout statics. Added alphabetic sorting of station modules in object lists and property owned menus in the map. That's pretty decent. Added missing resource information to stalled ship build orders in object list and property owned menus. That's decent, so you can see what resources are required, because obviously once you start building them and they stall, you don't know what they're missing and what they're short of, so you can't help them try and build them, which is nice. Added information about mod quality to ship selection drop down and ship configuration menu. That's also decent. Added additional options for ship name generation and ship build menu. That may be like random generated names and stuff like that. Pretty handy because I'm terrible at naming things. I normally ask you guys. Added the possibility to set paint modifications while building or upgrading ships. Very nice. I like the idea of that. I've just chucked it off, so let's go and get it back again. Where are we? Added missing equipment blueprints to mounts over text for unavailable loadout options. Added the limited interact menu option to manage plots mode of build menu. Added option to remove build storages of removed station plots immediately. Added separate icon for collectible asteroid chunks. Very nice. Added highlighting to interactive HUD elements. Added various container icons to map legend. Excellent, so we can actually see the container icons and what they mean. Added additional color animation when targeting obstructed targets. Added support for controller input modifiers. Added OpenTrack UDP support for head tracking under Linux. So that's what they've added. The only thing they've changed is change the production materials for hull parts and Claytronics production modules. Everything else has been improved. What have they removed? Removed temporary drone mode trading from cargo drone setting. Removed the option to transfer words with construction vessels that are busy. Good. Removed apply button for start menu background scene option. There we go. And lots of improvements and lots of fixes as per usual. A lot of fixes. So there's a hell of a lot there. If you want to check it out for yourself, obviously check it out on your Steam page, but sometimes people just enjoy listening to my dulcet tones going on about what you can now have in the game. To get into the beta, all you need to do is visit the forums. There are some rules and risks that they announce, and then obviously they will give you the password to do that. But it's very simple. Basically, all you need to do is you need to go to your go to the actual forum. You then want to get the. You want to make sure you understand the rules and risks, obviously. Now, that risk is generally to do with losing potential save data. And then from there, you want to get over to your. I'll show you here. You want to get over to your Steam page. Head to your X4 Foundations, right click it, go to your properties, betas, select which beta you want to choose, enter the code here, check the code, and then that's when the beta will appear in this here, because at the moment, as you can see, it might be the MTS public beta actually. May have named it different. That's flight model. I'm not sure. You'd have to do it. It will pop up anyway as soon as you put the code in. And I believe it usually is. I will back up my saves. Oh no, it's not. It's a good guess. Normally something like that. But you can get the code from the forums, add it in there, and then you drop down here to the public beta. I believe it might be this one. And then you can go on from there. So there. Hopefully you found this video a little bit informative, and you now know what the flight model is going to be about. Hopefully it's good. Give me your feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Again, don't forget egosoft even. I mixed Ubisoft and egosoft there. Very similar names. If you leave your feedback for egosoft, they will generally get back and actually look at that on videos that are done with the creators and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely worthwhile having a look at that. But until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.